powerless in the Tam Fam house, a crunchy, melty, tender oxtail grilled cheese from New Age Caribbean chef Shorne Benjamin, born on the island of St. Lucia. First up, the chef that we've fallen in love with. Take a look at his story.
I was born in St. Lucia. When I was younger, my grandmother owned a restaurant that was very popular with the tourists. She made me realize cooking is another way of showing love and appreciation. I decided to go into cooking to have a dream of owning my own restaurant. I had no clue how to make a menu, much less run a restaurant, so I decided to enroll in a culinary school, which was the French Culinary Institute in New York City. Fast forward today, I'm celebrating the 2-year anniversary of my own restaurant called Fat Fowl. Some of our most popular dishes are lavender rotisserie chicken, black rice, oxtail grilled cheese, curry shrimp burger. My cooking has a Caribbean accent, which is nostalgic to my grandma's cooking. It's a blessing to keep her legacy alive with my own interpretation of her cooking. I say let my food speak first, then you see who I am as a chef.
All right, Tam Fam, please welcome Chef Shorne Benjamin. Come on out, Chef Shorne. I'm sitting here.
Wow.
Chef, congratulations.
Thank you.
I love your story. I love seeing that little boy in St. Lucia.
Yes.
And at the end of your video, you said, you know, once we taste your food, we know your story. Look at him.
Wow.
At Fat Fowl, your amazingly popular restaurant, this oxtail grilled cheese.
Yes.
People have been traveling from around the world.
Yes.
What was the inspiration when you decided I'm gonna shake up the whole room with this one?
For me, just being a chef and just being creative, and also recognizing I'm from the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And oxtail is like a staple in the Caribbean, and
You have your fans here. All right, you know what? Let's get to it. So where do we start, Chef?
well, look at his oxtail. That's how beautiful it is.
You know how much that much costs you now these days?
Yes.
It's extraordinarily expensive. And that's the irony of cultural food. So many cultural foods were once seen as the throwaway, and now they're incredibly expensive, like the oxtail.
Yes. And me as a chef, transform it and, take it to the next level,
Yeah.
and just different variations of it.
I love it. Okay, so where do we start? You're the boss.
Well, first, you gotta wash your meat. Get all those predators. So some tips, usually you do lemon juice or vinegar, let it soak, let the impurities come out.
Okay.
Then, if you move ahead,
I'm gonna move on. I'm coming on your side?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And by
So-
the way, the entire recipe is on our website. You see the QR code there. You can get the recipe. Okay, so we've got our cut of meat, which is our oxtail.
Right.
Okay.
So typically we season it, salt, pepper, whatever preference you have. Then we take it in a just Dutch pot.
So you're starting out browning your oxtail. Okay.
So let's just pretend it's seasoned and we just sear it.
Sear it on all the sides,
Yeah.
nice and crunchy to get that juices trapped in.
Yes.
Okay, we've seared it on all sides.
And at this point, let me take this.
Okay.
We take it out.
How beautiful and crunchy those are. Isn't that amazing?
Beautiful.
Okay. There you go. All right.
Wow.
So you've seasoned it with your salt, pepper, and you've seared it on all sides. Now what do we do?
Now we get to the foundation of creating the sauce.
Okay.
So we have, could help me.
I will.
So we could put some onions in here.
Okay. Onions,
The carrots
carrots. Okay.
and celery.
Celery,
We just stir that in and some
Okay.
tomato paste.
tomato paste. And this is a secret sauce you're sharing with us, which I love.
Well, this is the foundation of good cooking
Okay,
for my
go with
grandma.
it's a secret, Chef. Come on, go with it's a secret. Okay. All right. So we got our tomato paste in here.
So basically, all the meat juices and the I call it the meat soups in here. You create this umami flavor in here that ties all the oxtail sauce together.
Now, what makes this distinct to your culture and the island of St. Lucia? What makes this distinct? Because you know everybody in the Caribbean claims their oxtails, so you're going to start a war. So, all right, what makes this distinct?
For me, what's distinctive is actually using the Scotch bonnet peppers in here. This is like,
okay.
oh, we got some. All right.
Listen, all right, so you have your garlic.
The garlic,
Okay,
yeah.
you put in whole garlic?
Yeah, whole garlic.
Okay, whole garlic.
Because it's
okay.
all bring flavor.
Nice, I love that.
And at that point, we take back the oxtails.
Okay, we put our oxtail back in?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you got all that cooked in.
Yeah.
You nestle these babies. Look
Yeah,
how beautiful
this- yeah,
those
this
are,
is-
right? Aren't they gorgeous?
See, this is
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay.
now. All this has the umami flavor here, the meat, everything. Then you take some wine and put it in
Oh,
here.
okay.
Wine.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, because I thought that was wine. You're like, no, this one. All right. So
Just a little bit.
A little red wine?
Yeah, just a
Okay.
little red wine. You know, you do it for show.
All right.
Drizzle.
Nice. Love
Okay.
that. I love it. Okay. So they call you, while we're letting this soak in, they call you New Age Caribbean. What is New Age Caribbean?
New Age Caribbean is just a typical approach how I take my starchic flavors of my grandma's cooking, and I tell people pardon my Caribbean because it's just a different take. It may be traditional flavors, but it's just presented differently.
Okay, all right, so let's keep going here. So we got our oxtail back in, we got our vegetables in, we're getting the new age of the oxtail going. All right, now what do we do?
So when the wine is reduced and we have some beef stock, you could actually use veggie stock or chicken stock.
Okay.
Just to braise this and all
Nice.
sorts everything
All right, so
together.
you got your beef stock in there.
Just braise it. You can just cover it enough to just not.
So you don't saturate it in,
No,
it's just a
no.
little bit. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, got it. Okay.
You just cover, let it go.
Okay.
I call this a bouquet garni.
Okay.
Go
You
here.
got your bouquet garnish. This is a cheesecloth, and in
Yes.
it you have Scotch bonnet, ginger, thyme, and
Bay leaf.
bay
Bay
leaf.
leaf,
Oh, that's
yes.
a bay leaf. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we all tie this together.
All right, tied together.
So I call that the bouquet of love for this.
All right. So the bouquet of love, I'll let you tie because my nails are too long.
No problem,
All
no
right.
problem. Appreciate your help.
Okay. So we got our bouquet of love going in. You put that in, and how long do you cook it down for?
We cook this for 3 hours
Okay.
until tenderness. So you just nice and slow.
Nice and slow, 3 hours. You know, back when you were a little boy carrying that Bible around, you go to church and then you come back and it'd be cooked down. Okay, and so this is our finished oxtail.
Yes.
Okay.
For you could use your
Fork,
but
yeah.
I like to get down
Okay,
to
do it like you do it in the restaurant. Don't come and change over. I like to tell people this is a real family show. This is about culture, and
Yes.
very few people probably take 2 forks and do it. You do it like you get it done.
can.
How many people are you seeing now at the restaurant a day?
Typically between 200, 250.
Wow. Okay. All right, so the meat is going to be finishing in the liquid. When we come back, we're gonna shred this out and then we're gonna get this grilled cheese like you've never seen before. An oxtail grilled cheese that's shaking up the culinary world. We are back with our tasting table of culture. We're with a red hot chef right now, New Age Caribbean chef Shorne Benjamin from St. Lucia of Brooklyn's Fat Fowl. We are making his famous oxtail grilled cheese. So we're shredding the meat. You want to shred it for me? Show
At
me
this
how to do
point,
it.
we just, when you know it pulls like this, it's good.
All right, let me see. Let us see. Let us see. Woo!
So
That's what I'm
that's
talking
good.
about. All right.
So at this point, when it's fall off the bone,
When you fall off the bone, you know it's ready. Let me check. It's ready. Okay.
so we got our sauce here.
Uh-huh.
So you just reduce the jus of the oxtail, so
Okay.
it's like a nice Napot sauce. That's goodness right there.
That's goodness right there. Okay.
So grilled cheese,
Right.
that's where it binds everything together. We toast our bread on both sides, use butter, oil, and to your liking,
Okay.
toast on both sides, and you have some bread toasted. Now, everything ties together with my tomato jam.
Oh, now this is what people are really talking about right now. What's in the tomato jam?
A lot of love, but if you want to come to
So the tomato jam, layer it on.
tomato
Okay.
jam later on, this ties everything together with the
Okay.
oxtail. Look at this.
Look at that.
All that,
Beautiful.
all that sauce.
Beautiful. And you have a lot of big fans in the culinary world. You were on Beat Bobby Flay.
Yes.
And so you have all of these people now appreciating things like an oxtail in the new age way you've done it. How does it feel for you?
It feels great. For me, it's also, you take owner for what you've learned, and
Yeah.
you just
Keep it going.
You take your interpretation of it.
Okay. What
So-
kind of cheese do you use?
Gouda cheese.
Gouda cheese. Okay, Gouda.
We fancy.
All right. You layer in and
We
layer
layer-
on your Gouda cheese.
And we just fold it
Okay.
and just let it melt until it's ooey
And
and
let it
gooey.
melt until it's ooey and gooey. And okay, at the restaurant, you pair it with
I paired it with some plantains.
plantains. Okay.
Let me help you here, Tamron. Let me help you. Now,
You just get out of here right now. Get out of the city.
listen, I appreciate this. I mean, some of the things I take so simple, like the plantains. If you taste those plantains, you never had plantains like this before.
Okay, well, I'll try that.
My little secret to the plantains, I treat like a warm salad, and I make a champagne vinaigrette to toss the plantains.
Look, you are a national treasure. The entire island of St. Lucia should be so proud.
Thank you, thank you. Talk about treasure. I mean, I had this idea to make this oxtail grilled cheese for 12 years in my head. And I said when I first opened my first restaurant, I was gonna put it on the menu, and I'm surprised by the response, and it's just love on a plate.
You are so amazing. Give it up for Chef Shorne Benjamin. Fam, if you're in New York City, be sure to check out Fat Fowl in Brooklyn's DeKalb Market Hall.